so my point is
Alright.
retarded.
I don't really get too much mining, because I still have to go back to my ramp and I'll check for your spawn, check for your overlord. So I'm not really getting too much benefit of a 10 scout.
Oh, hi.
Actually,
So you know where I am.
are, too.
So that will be to your advantage.
Actually, will be. So I know where you are. In a real game, of course, that's going to be legit. You can still do the trick.
Yeah, that's gonna basically be GG. You'll definitely scout it in time.
I would hope. Unless I, like... my bro has, like... something retarded with them. It doesn't get there in time.
Yeah, my links just started building, so you've got 20 seconds plus for running time.
Okay, so I see your pool. See what's going on. I'll cut probes.
So on a map like this, where you know they only spawn 2 positions and you'll either see their overlord or not, my lings are being retarded because apparently attack into a base when there's a wall there means run into a wall.
Exactly.
That isn't the ramp.
Yep.
So yeah, you're good
Precisely.
this time.
Precisely.
Hey look, there they go again.
Things are being retarded.
Yep. Every single one of them.
Standard.
Hey, that's mean. That's so mean.
Not mean. This one I probably still need to pull my probes though.
I'm not exactly microwing. I probably should to make it more realistic.
Well, there really isn't too much microing with the probes.
No, a 6 pool. Actually attacking the pylons.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Hit the pylons.
I know, I wasn't.
Oh.
That's why I said I should micro. So I'd call that a good hold.
That's if you,
Since-
you would have to pull probes in that case. Of course, I'm not dead, so that's obviously a plus for a hold.
Okay, I can't play Berserk past that, so.
I'm not trying to. So that'll be fine, but I don't think there was too much worth for me doing something like that. I still 10 scouted you. I still pulled out 10.
So at that
the only
point,
difference was I knew where
at
you
that
were.
point, it just becomes like, how much do you actually save by waiting maybe 15 seconds for the extra risk it gives you in the case that you scout them last?
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know if it's worth saving the 2 minerals you get extra.
Yeah, you wouldn't be getting too much more. You'd only be getting, let's see, maybe like 20 minerals.
Not even that. I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Well, that's not including the time it takes to go back to the mineral patch, though.
Yeah.
Probably be about half that, maybe about 8 or so, 10 minerals or so. I would say it would also depends on if your opponent was actually going to be 6 full, because again, the times that the opponent doesn't versus the times that they do. So if you wanted to play really safe, then you might as well stick with the 9 pylon scout, regardless. That'll be your best bet if you wanted to play completely safe. And if you, or what you could say too is if you scout their overlord and you know where their spawn is, maybe you could get away with a later scout.
Yeah.
But if you didn't scout their overlord and you wanted to play safe, by the 1 minute mark, you would just send your 9 pylon scout. I like that.
Well, on that map, since there's only 2 places they can spawn, and you'll know at the 1 minute mark where that was,
Yeah.
I think you might play like that. Play like that again, so like you know where they are, and see if you can get away with a 12.
12 pylon scout?
Mm.
12 scout?
Yeah. Since you'll know where I am.
That's true. I might actually know. Might
See if you...
want to see it? Try it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it out one more time. Do one more game. Try and get away with a. I feel like 12 would be a little too late though.
Mm.
I figured what I'll do is I'll see your probes. I see your zerglings running,
Probably.
and by then it might be a little too late. We'll find out. We will find out. We'll have the answer shortly. Wombo won't have a mic until Christmas. They're saying sacrifice Jshore.
Yeah, I know. I read that and it made me very, very sad.
That's not good. Making you sad. Okay, so there would be 2 positions. I'll scout at the 1 minute mark. See what's going on. And if I don't see you, go for the 12 scout.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough. You have not enough minerals.
Tibra's going, when do you guys finish? T.T. IDK. Face.
Yeah, we'll give it after this match. We'll finish up. We'll wrap it up.
This has actually gone a lot longer than I thought it would. I figured we'd be talking for 5 minutes, not knowing what we were saying, and then go, oh, ooh, I hacked and saw the chrono boost.
You hacked and saw the chrono boost. That's not good.
And you're not checking. My overlord is actually leaving.
Yeah,
So.
I should be checking. Okay.
If you had checked at 1 minute, you would have seen me fine.
Yeah. I forgot I was supposed to. I was talking. I don't remember what I think I was reading the chat. And I saw sacrifice Jshore and I was laughing.
I can't multitask. What is this?
What is this multitasking? Reading chat and scouting for overlords and doing other stuff. Nonsense. But I still scouted at 12 regardless. I'll assume where you are based on not scouting. That's how it is in games.
Well, I did tell you, and if you had been doing your job, you would know. So.
I'll still scout you regardless. Took the extra time. I want it to be realistic. If that makes sense. I'll put my pylon in a friendly spot though. By now, I would probably end up seeing you. See your pool. I missed your lings though. That's the only thing. So I would be scouting you extra late. I'd have to not get gas either. I have to chrono boost my.
You've got the second pylon up. The zealot should come out.
So I'll
I
come
think
out.
you'll.
I've got.
Yeah, you'll be all right. I think. You know, it always feels like Zerglings are overpowered when you're the one being 6-pulled, but when you're the one doing the 6-pulling, they are weak as crap. They're not doing anything. Oh, it came out the wrong side.
No, I want it this side so it doesn't die. I'm thinking it might be better to have it come out over here.
Down goes the gateway.
Yep. So this is giving me time. Get my gateway back.
Yeah, because I don't know how to micro. That's basically what happens.
There wouldn't really be much to do. What you probably would be best doing is like running away, because then my pros would be sitting there doing nothing. But if you ran away, I would just rebuild the wall, so that would be the best case scenario, I guess. Maybe if you're like throwing out tons more in, but again, there would be very little timing to do that before the wall goes back up, and that would kind of end it, because there would always be more probes than there are Zerglings. So I think that was fine, actually. I actually even scouted the wrong position on purpose to try and get as much time as, or try to simulate what would really happen if I didn't scout the Overlord.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think 12 works there.
Mm-hmm.
12 scout would be fine, considering I'm not scouting the close positions in that regard, because I didn't scout close.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be all over the place. So on a no close map, you can scout 12. You can scout a 12 scout versus Zerg and still defend against a 6-pull, which actually gives you a lot more time.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's
and
a big
that
difference.
also makes it easier to defend the 6-pull because you'll have more money to do it with.
That's true. You'll have that extra money, and in the early games, that extra money goes a long way. Of course, in the late game, you're not going to feel it at all. But in
But I
in
mean,
the
if you
early,
survive the 6-pull.
you're like, you don't have to be waiting to hit the Z button for your Zealot. You'll already have it going, and that extra
Exactly.
second means everything when the Zerglings are busting through your pylons.
Mhm.
So I have one more thing to do real quick. This is something I've been working on actually. I'm going to do Zonaga Caverns. Jshore, you can feel free to join me. Actually, if you want, you can join as an observer too. Actually, I'll do that. I'll play on a different map, so I can add you in as an observer. Play on a... Throw a name out there. Any map you want.
Tal'Darim.
Tal'Darim Altar. Let's do that.
My game exploded. I joined you, and then you ended the game, so now it's downloading Zelda cabinets, and it's taking 3 minutes to do it. What the heck? It's 1 megabyte. I do not like my internet. Particularly when my ping is sitting nice and steady at about 175.
That's fair enough.
300. Timeout. Time's out. Timeouts are not fun.
Can you hit cancel, maybe?
No, actually, the cancel is grayed out. I cannot cancel the download.
No such thing as cancel.
Oh, I was playing a Dota 2 game earlier, and someone wanted to surrender, and I had a lot of fun yelling at them, saying, surrendering makes you a worse player. And at the same time, yelling at myself, because I always did that.
Jshore, surrender? What is this?
I know.
Alright, so a little bit of backstory while Jshore loads. This is a build that I've been working on. Versus, it works out surprisingly well. It seems to fit in nicely, very, very snug. The build order seems good. Ideally, this is going to be. Well, before I go into what it's for, I'll say what you can use it against. I would say it's good. It's a good build to do on a 4-player map. Something like Total Dream is perfect for it. Something like that new map that I can't ever remember. Those two new maps that I can't remember the name for. It's always like a pain to remember that. I don't know why, but it'll be good on any 4-player map. Maybe Metalopolis would be good on as well. Shadow Temple, sure. And I would say it's going to be good versus Zerg. Not Zerg. Terran. I think it's only a Terran. Probably only best if you're against a Terran player. It's probably just a Protoss versus Terran build. Alright, I'll make you a spectator. 1v1. And for all those that have an AI, sure. Whatever. You myself Protoss.
Very easy. More of a threat than I am.
Jshore. Very, very easy. Computer, very easy. Because I figure you want to watch the build too.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just making a bad joke.
That's what we have you on here for.
Oh yeah, it's not for my game knowledge.
Not at all. Game knowledge? What is this? Okay. So
Just waiting on that bar to make any progress at all, still at 0%. My game's freezing.
Just waiting on Jshore?
Yep.
Bar freezing.
I like the tip though. Queens can cause hatcheries to spawn additional larvae, build 1 queen per hatchery, and use the ability as often as possible.
Use the ability as often as possible. Mine is you can rapidly train probes by using the Nexus's Chrono Boost ability on the Nexus itself. I think he's trying to hint at something. Can't tell what it is though.
Particularly in the PvZ matchup.
Maybe macro.
Maybe.
Maybe it wants us to macro.
But Protoss only know how to 4-gate.
Exactly. So this is a perfect build. I remember against Terran I was doing crazy stuff like 15 Nexus. That's like my first building. Second if you include the pylon. Versus Terran. Now where am I going with this build? I'll show you in a second. And I have a variety of uses. Here we go. We're going to start off with a 9 pylon, just like almost every good Protoss build will have. Good solid 9 pylon. Back to minerals. Get over there. Probe. On Total Remolter, it's kind of tough to scout your Terran opponent before, like we were saying, before he has that wall up, before he has something or Marines out. It's a huge map. You don't really want to sacrifice 2 probes to get to your opponent. By the time you get there, you're going to see a Marine, you're going to see a supply depot and a barracks. It's going to be pretty boring, is what it's going to be. So what I do is I'm going to go for a 13 gate. Get back onto my minerals. Chrono Boost again, so 2 Chrono Boosts directly. So then going back on my minerals, I won't waste that Chrono Boost. Do 14 gas. Do 15 gas. Chrono Boost again.